I'm reading a great book at the moment called Don't Trust Your Gut, which is basically about making smart decisions using data, not just intuition. Um, and I think this is what's beautiful about where we live today. We live in this intersection of art and science, humanity and tech, and it's really quite exciting. For me, one of the reasons I got into the computer industry back in the 80s was I was fascinated by the future and what it could possibly produce. And then, you know, we fast forward to the early 2000s and social media shows up, and I was excited by the possibility of that future. And as we know, there's both upsides and downsides for technology and social media. And I was very lucky to attend a roundtable hosted by the president of Egypt a few years ago.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
it was a roundtable discussion about the positives and negatives of social media.
Wow, that's
So
pretty neat.
it was very cool. And that for me was a bit of an aha moment because I'm a pretty well a half glass full sort of guy. And I am very optimistic about social media. But we have moved into a future with social media now where the algorithms are creating bubbles of biases. In other
Mm.
words, the biases are being fed by the algorithms. And also, our obsession and addiction to social media is something I'm very conscious of as well. So, for me, I was grateful to go to have this roundtable discussion hosted by the president of Egypt in Sharm el Sheikh, which is like next to the Red
Oh,
Sea, and
beautiful.
that was just an incredible opportunity. And for me, that and got interviewed on one of Egypt's top talk shows at the hotel after the event or during the event, and it was an aha moment for me. That sort of it wasn't light bulb; it's more like a creeping awareness about just being aware of the upsides and downsides of any technology and making sure they work for us as humans rather than dehumanize us and tear us apart. For me, when I started with social media before it got corporatized, was I saw it as bringing tribes together. And what we've seen with its use as a political weapon is it's actually created it's almost tearing tribes apart, and obsession, addiction, and mental health become issues. So tech's great. We just need to have some oversight on it, don't we?
Absolutely. I agree with everything you're saying, and that's why I think, as we alluded to before, human sort of check-ins, making sure that the purpose of it is being fulfilled. What was the original purpose, and it's not deviating. So I think we're learning that based on everything you've mentioned.